Hello, my friends. Welcome to the King English Podcast. Today, we will talk about how to learn English. Learning English can be fun. It can be easy if we do it in the right way. I will share some tips with you that helped me when I was learning. Let me begin with a little story. When I was young, I did not know any English. I felt nervous and even a little afraid. But I started to listen to English stories. I listened every single day. At first, it was difficult, but slowly I began to understand. The words became clear. My fear started to go away. Listening is very important. When you listen, you hear new words. You learn how to pronounce them. You learn how to use them in real life. So listen to English every day. You can listen to short stories, songs, or even the news. All of these will help you. Now let's talk about practice. There is a saying, practice makes perfect, and it is true. When I was learning, I practiced every day. I spoke in English even when I made mistakes. Mistakes are not bad. They help you learn, so do not be afraid. Speak English every single day. Another tip is to read. Reading is a powerful way to learn. You can start with simple books. Books with pictures are wonderful because they help you understand the story. When you read, you see new words. You learn how to use them in sentences. I remember once I read a story about a cat. The cat was lost. It was a very simple story, but I loved it. From that one book, I learned many new words. The more I read, the better my English became. It will help you more than you think. Writing is also important. When you write, you use the words you already know. You learn how to put them together into sentences. You can start small. Write about your day. Write about your family. Write about anything you like. The more you write, the better you will get. When I was learning, I had a small notebook. I wrote in it every day. I wrote about my school, my friends, and my dreams. I made many mistakes, but I learned from them. Writing gave me confidence. It helped me remember the words and use them better. Another tip is to watch English videos. Watching is fun. You can watch cartoons, movies, or TV shows. When you watch, you hear how people speak. You learn pronunciation. You learn new words. I remember watching a cartoon about a dog. The dog was very funny and made me laugh, but at the same time, I was learning. I picked up new words from the cartoon. Watching helped me understand English better. So watch as many videos as you can. They are very helpful. Talking to people is another great way to learn. If you have friends who speak English, practice with them. If you don't, you can find people online. There are many learners like you who also want to practice. I had a friend who spoke English well. We talked every day. Sometimes I made mistakes, but my friend helped me. She corrected me, and that correction helped me improve. Talking to her was one of the best ways I learned. So find someone to talk to. It will help you a lot. Patience is also very important. Learning a new language takes time. It does not happen in one day. So be patient with yourself. Do not give up, even when it feels hard. Every small step counts. I remember times when I felt sad because I could not understand something, but I did not stop. I kept going. Slowly, I got better. I learned more and more. Step by step, you will get there. Now, let's talk about using a dictionary. A dictionary is your friend. It helps you understand new words. When you find a word you don't know, look it up. Learn what it means. Learn how to say it, then try to use it in a sentence. I used to carry a small dictionary with me everywhere. Whenever I heard a new word, I looked it up. Then I tried to use it. This helped me learn many words. So always keep a dictionary near you. It will help you a lot. Another fun way to learn is through games. Games make learning exciting. You don't even feel like you are studying. You can play word games, puzzles, or quiz games. When I was learning, I played a word game with my friends. The game was simple. We had to find as many words as possible. The person with the most words won. It was fun, and I learned many new words through that game. So, play games in English. They make learning enjoyable. You can also try thinking in English. This might feel hard at first, but it helps a lot. When you think in English, you practice forming sentences in your head. You stop translating and start using the language naturally. When I began, I had to translate everything from my native language into English. It was slow and difficult. But with time, I started to think in English without even trying. Train your brain to think in English. It will make you faster and more confident. Another tip is to set goals. Goals help you stay focused. They give you something to work toward. Start with small goals. For example, learn 5 new words each day, or read 1 page of a book every day. As you reach your goals, you will feel proud. That feeling will motivate you to keep going. When I was learning, my first goal was to learn 10 new words a week. Later, I set a goal to read a whole book in English. Reaching these goals made me happy. It showed me that I was improving. So set goals for yourself. They will guide you on your journey. It is also good to review what you learn. You remember better. Look at your notes. Read your old writings. Listen to the same story again. The more you review, the more you remember. I used to review my notes every week. I read them again and again. This helped me remember words and grammar. It also showed me how much I had improved. So take time to review. It will make a big difference. Another important thing is to stay positive. Learning a language can feel hard, but if you stay positive, it becomes easier. Believe in yourself. You can do it. There were times when I felt like giving up. But I reminded myself why I started. I kept my goals in mind. Staying positive gave me the strength to continue. So, stay positive. It will help you reach your goals, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. When you make a mistake, do not feel bad. Learn from it. Mistakes will make you stronger. I made many mistakes when I was learning, but I did not let them stop me. I used them as lessons. Every mistake taught me something new. So don't fear mistakes. They are your best teachers. Lastly, enjoy the journey. Learning English is a journey full of discovery. There are so many new things to learn. Enjoy the process. Have fun with it. The more you enjoy it, the easier it becomes. When I was learning, I enjoyed every step. I loved learning new words. I loved understanding new stories. Enjoying the journey made it fun and helped me learn faster. So remember, enjoy the journey. It will make learning English much easier. Another helpful way to learn is to record yourself. When you record your voice, you can hear how you sound. You can notice your mistakes. You can check your pronunciation. When I was learning, I often recorded myself reading a story out loud. At first, my voice sounded strange to me, but then I compared it to native speakers. I listened carefully. I tried again. Each time, I improved a little. Recording myself was like having a mirror for my English. It showed me what I needed to fix. So I encourage you record your voice. Speak a short story or talk about your day. Then listen to it. You will hear where you need to improve. You will also hear how much better you get over time. Another tip is to use flashcards. Flashcards are small cards with words or sentences. On one side, you write the word in English. On the other side, you write the meaning. You can review them anytime. When I was a student, I always had a set of flashcards in my bag. If I had a few free minutes, I pulled them out and practiced. Little by little, those words stayed in my mind. Flashcards are simple, but they are powerful. Music can also be a great teacher. Songs are fun, and they help you remember words easily. When you sing along, you practice pronunciation and rhythm. One of the first English songs I learned was very simple. I sang it again and again. The words stayed in my memory. Even today, I still remember that song. Music makes learning natural. So find songs you enjoy and sing along. Another idea is to use technology. Today, we are lucky. We have phones, apps, and the internet. There are many apps that help you learn English. You can practice vocabulary, grammar, or even speaking. I used one app that gave me a new word every day. It was simple, but very helpful. Over time, I learned hundreds of new words. So use technology to your advantage. It makes learning easier and faster. You can also join English groups. There are many groups online where people practice together. Some groups read books, some watch movies, some just talk. Being part of a group keeps you motivated. When I joined a group, I felt supported. We encouraged each other. We shared our mistakes and laughed together. Learning with others is always more fun. So find a group that fits you. Another strong tip is to teach what you know. Teaching helps you understand better. When you explain something to others, you learn it deeply. When I was learning, I helped my younger brother with English. Simple words to him. At the same time, I was learning myself. It will help you and them. Creativity is also powerful. Be creative with English. Write a poem. Draw and label the picture in English. Write a short song. These activities make learning fresh and fun. I remember once I wrote a small poem in English. It was not perfect, but it was mine. I felt proud of it. That poem motivated me to write more. So don't be afraid to be creative. It makes your learning more personal. Stay organized as well. Keep your notes, your flashcards, your recordings in order. When you are organized, it's easier to review. I had a small folder where I kept everything: my writings, my notes, my goals. When I looked at that folder, I could see my progress. It gave me confidence. So keep your learning organized. Another secret is immersion. Immersion means surrounding yourself with English. Try to see, hear, and use English as much as possible. Change your phone into English. Watch English videos. Even think in English. When I immersed myself in English, I improved faster. My brain got used to the language. It felt more natural. Immersion is like living in English every day. So create an English world around you. Don't forget about shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a sentence in English and repeating it right away. It helps with pronunciation and rhythm. I used to shadow my favorite speakers. I listened to a sentence, then copied it. At first, it was hard, but slowly, I started to sound more natural. Shadowing is a powerful exercise. So try it with any video, podcast, or story. Another useful tool is journaling. Journaling is writing about your day, your thoughts, your feelings. Write a few sentences every night. This practice builds your writing and your vocabulary. I kept a daily journal when I was learning. Some days, I only wrote 2 sentences. But over time, my writing grew. My journal became a record of my progress. It is one of the best ways to practice daily. Also, don't forget to celebrate your progress. Learning English takes time, but every step forward matters. Celebrate the small wins. Did you learn 5 new words today? Celebrate. Did you read 1 page of a book? Celebrate. When I celebrated my progress, I felt more motivated. So reward yourself. You deserve it. Another important point is to manage your time. Even 10 minutes a day is enough. The key is consistency. Every day, do something in English. When I was busy, I still made time. I listened to a story while walking. I reviewed my flashcards on the bus. Small steps each day built my English. So don't wait for the perfect time. Use the time you have. Finally, remember this. English is not just words and grammar. It is a tool for connection. It allows you to talk to people all over the world. It allows you to read stories, to share your ideas, to understand new cultures. When I first spoke English with someone from another country, I felt so happy. I realized that English was more than a subject. It was a bridge that connected me to the world. So learn English, not just for tests or exams, but for life. Learn it to connect, to share, to grow. So my friends, today we talked about many tips: listening, speaking, reading, writing, watching videos, playing games, using flashcards, recording your voice, joining groups, teaching others, being creative, staying organized, immersing yourself, shadowing, journaling, and celebrating progress. Each of these tips will help you. But remember, the most important thing is to practice every day. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Learning English is a journey. It is your journey. Walk step by step. Enjoy the process, and you will reach your goals. Thank you for listening to the King English podcast. I hope these tips help you. Keep learning, keep smiling, and keep speaking English. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.